Welcome back, everyone, to another Yummy stream hosted by the Yummy Crypto team. My name is Corey, and I'll be your host for today. As you know, we at Yummy are a donation-centered organization. We are always looking for charity projects to donate our funds to. As you should already know, we have announced a major partnership recently with the fastest growing sport in North America, the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. I think you'd be happy that you tuned in today because in our stream, we have none other than the president and CEO of BKFC, David Feldman. We have David here on our Yummy stream because we are going to donate $10,000 to a charity that is extremely close to home for him, and we are going to dive deeper into that today. David, it is amazing being able to see you again today and to have you here. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Corey, man. Thanks for having me. It's great to team up with such a great organization that wants to help a lot of people. That's always been something really close to home to me. Always in my life, I like to be able to give back, and that you guys are giving back. It was the perfect partnership for us.
Awesome, man. That's so great. We really appreciate you being here with us. So David, just so some of our followers can get some background on the partnership we've created between our organizations, I'd actually love to start our Yummy stream by asking you about Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. How did you start this league, and what has allowed it to grow so rapidly?
I've been in combat sports really my whole life. I was a former professional boxer myself. My father trained 7 world champions, a Hall of Fame boxing trainer. My brother was a former professional boxer. So I think I had no choice but to end up somewhere in combat sports. So I was a boxing and mixed martial arts promoter for a lot of years. And I had an idea of something new and started bare knuckle fighting. I got off of one of my fighters. He was a gypsy traveler, and he would tell me how they would do these bare knuckle fights in fields and how they would solve family disputes and bet money on them. And then, it was really, really interesting. And I kind of dug into it, and I was like, man, this thing I think could take off. So back in 2011, I attempted one on a Indian reservation at a native casino in Scottsdale, Arizona. It went gangbusters, 5,500 people in attendance, couldn't get in the place. Over 700,000 people logged in to stream it, but online streaming and pay streaming was so new then that it crashed. The paywall crashed. So we weren't able to make any money. But we did understand that, man, this is something that really could catch on. So for the next only 8 years, I went and tried to lobby and get this thing legal and regulated. And, it was a lot of doors slammed in my face, 28 to be exact. And on, 8 years later, I was able to receive regulation and legalization from the state of Wyoming, Brian Pedersen. And man, the event was unbelievable. Trending #1 on Twitter. Every media outlet in the world was talking about it. It was something new, something different, something that hasn't been done really since the late 1800s. Bare knuckle fighting has never been legal or regulated ever in the United States. And it was only really because of perception. And no one really put the time to really dig into what it really was. And after doing this now for 3 years, and being on our 20th event coming up here in Tampa, Florida on July 23rd, we were able to compile data and the data of the injuries that fighters absorb during their fights. And we have less concussiveness or subconcussive, less head trauma, less facial fractures, less hand breaks. The only thing we have more of is more lacerations, which obviously if you hit the knuckle to the face, you're going to get some lacerations there. So we were able to compile this data through our lead ringside physician, Dr. Don Musi, and that data says that we are safer than boxing or mixed martial arts combined. So we have this data out there now that I think is allowing a lot of these fighters to really cross over and come into our sport, knowing that it's not a barbaric, backward street fight. It's actually a very well organized professional combat sport event that we use some of the top combat sport athletes in the entire world. And we're growing like crazy. We're growing like crazy because it's fast, it's exciting. It attaches to today's, I like to call it like today's ADD society. You have 10, 15 minutes before you turn to something else. And we give it to them 5 2-minute rounds, fast paced, exciting, nonstop action the entire event long. And, we take care of our fighters. We do a lot of things for a lot of different people that are involved in this organization. So I think that, gets a lot of people to talk good about the organization. And we're just growing crazy right now. We're really happy with the growth. A lot of people are really becoming big fans of this thing. It's Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship at BKFC.com. You can get all the information on the organization. It's if you're a combat sports fan, you're going to love this. Obviously, if you're, into ballet and stuff like that and not into combat sports at all, this probably isn't the sport for you. But if you want to see two guys get down, punch each other in their face and have a great time, this is the sport for you.
David, that is just too cool, man. And I think the one thing, as like a history teacher myself, you talked a little bit about the history of this type of combat fighting. That is something that resonates kind of, with me specifically, but I'm sure with a lot of people as well.
Absolutely. So it's like I said, we're building something great. It's almost like a cult-like following right now, and everybody's starting to really get excited about the growth of this thing. We just did an event June 26th at the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Sold out, 4,200 people. We were the number 8 most downloaded app in the world that week. So things are really heating up for us, and a lot of people are getting interested in what we're doing.
David, that's fantastic. And so with everything that BKFC has going on, you decided to partner with us. How did we come into the picture for you? Like what made you want to be, a part of what we're doing here with Yummy Crypto?
As there's a crypto frenzy going on, right? And there's a lot of different cryptos that are popping up, and some of them are doing good and, making a lot of money and finding out that they're going to get shut down by the SEC. So, your organization, Yummy, is one that was a charitable organization. And that was something that I always said, people said, what do you see success for me? And success for me is when I can help other people. And teaming up with an organization like Yummy that is out there to help other people in different organizations, and I can actually help organizations as well, teaming up with you, that's really the ultimate reason why I ended up teaming up with Yummy. I researched Yummy and saw some of the donations they did and some of the partnerships that are coming up with them. And it's, I feel as though it's a great organization to team up with. So we teamed up, and July 23rd is going to be our first event that we're doing together. And I think that it's going to be a win-win situation for both teams.
We're really excited about the bond that our organizations are making together and see where we can go forward with it. We're just so excited. So thank you again. So, but David, we're actually here to talk about something a lot more serious. So while we could probably talk about our partnership all day, we want to dive into why we're here today. And that's to talk about a boy named Austin, who is basically from your hometown fighting for his life. Can you explain to everyone following our stream today your connection to Austin and just give us some background on his story?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Austin Beltrani, a 12-year-old boy living life to the fullest, playing sports, having fun, smiles. As I was getting pictures sent to me as I was doing some things outside of this partnership to raise some money and awareness for this, I was getting a lot of pictures sent to me, and the kids just was happy all the time. And unfortunately, one day he was playing around the train tracks, fell, got shocked, and lost some of his limbs. He actually got amputated, and he's fighting for his life. He had infection throughout his body. He's literally at 12 years old. The reason, I've got what I consider the baddest dudes in the world fighting for my organization, but nobody's going through the fight that this kid's going through. And he's just fighting every step of the way. I grew up with his father, John Beltrani. I knew him for a long time, and he actually became vice principal and then principal of the schools in the school district here at Marple Newtown School District. And a really good friend of mine, Eric Del Vecchio, reached out to me and knew what we were doing, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and said, is there anything you guys can do? And I was like, oh, absolutely. This is the kind of stuff that really warms my heart and makes me, makes me push as hard as I do professionally so I can do these type of things. And, this kid is, like I said, one of the toughest kids I ever met. He's literally fighting for his life every single day, fighting off infection, and he's going to have to learn how to walk again. He's going to have to learn how to do everything again because of this unfortunate situation. So, to team up with you guys and being able to raise some money and raise some awareness to this, to his fight, Austin's Army is tremendous for me and for his family and, for my friends that are involved in this as well.
David, it's just absolutely unbelievable, the fight that Austin's going through. Just thank you so much for sharing his story, and our thoughts are obviously with him and his family for sure. So we are just incredibly moved by Austin, just a kid fighting for his life, like you said. And it's just something that shouldn't happen to a kid like that, right? And it's hopefully, what we're doing today can just hopefully continue to help him in that fight. So now, if you're viewing our stream at home and you would like to help Austin in his fight, you can check out his GoFundMe page. The link to that page can actually be found in our bio of this specific stream. Any amount helps a kid who is doing everything he can do to pull through such a terrible situation. So David, we at Yummy are certainly very excited to collaborate with you, through our partnership we have established to help Austin in his fight as well. So now, without any further ado, this is where we will donate $10,000 to Austin's Army. But you know what, David, man, we at Yummy, we love you, and we absolutely love what you're doing for Austin so much that, right after our Yummy stream today, we would love to be able to add another donation of close to up near $5,000 on top of the original 10,000. How's that sound?
That's unbelievable, man. Like I said, I love doing this type of thing, and this is home. This hits home because my son is now grown and he's the COO of my organization. But if this happened to him at 12 years old, it would be hard to fight through every day. So for his father, John, fighting through this every day and doing it, as a real man, it's great to be able to receive that. And I'm going to make an announcement now, as you guys just made an announcement that you're going to donate up to $15,000. I'm going to match whatever you guys donate from Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. We're going to match that together and, have a nice, healthy donation for Austin's Army.
Dude, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I'm sure Austin's family is just going to be so excited. We are so excited. This is why we got into this. This is the story we want to tell, right? This is just so awesome.
This is partnership, right? So a partnership has to work for both sides. And if you're going to help me do something that I need to do, I'm going to help you guys do what you need to do. And it's going to be a great partnership. And, that's why exactly what just happened here, because I didn't know about the additional money. And that's amazing. And that's why I'm so happy to team up with Yummy Crypto.
Yeah, man. We know this will go a long way for Austin. We just couldn't be happier, to do this for him, just a kid. And we want to do what we can do. And this partnership allows that to happen. So again, thank you so much for being a part of this, David.
Awesome. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it, Corey.
Absolutely, man. So everyone at home watching, you are more than welcome to check that wallet after this stream. There will be close to $5,000 donation added on top of the 10,000 in the wallet that is going to be donated today. So the Yummy team tells me they are ready to donate anytime, and will be donating to the wallet address created by David for this exact event. The details of the address have been confirmed before this call and tested beforehand. So we just need some verbal confirmation from David that the address ends in 23 CE. Is that correct, David?
Yes, it is, Corey.
Awesome. So we will donate that money now. It should arrive within 1 to 2 minutes. So now, David, while we wait for confirmation, do you mind sharing with just anything more you have to tell us about Austin, about this kid? People, we want to know more about this young kid fighting for his life.
He was athletic kid, smiling all the time. Like I said, just living life to the fullest at 12 years old, and 1 second changes your life. That's what I tell people. Like, you never know what's going to happen, right? So always, try to be as happy as you can. Try to be a good person, because you never know what's going to happen at any particular time. Your whole entire life can change. My mother was a quadriplegic my whole life. So, her life changed at one specific second, right? She was walking around, and the next day she couldn't move her arms or her legs for the rest of her life. And Austin was playing football and having fun with his friends, and the next day he loses his limbs, and or the next second he loses his limbs, and his life and his family's life has changed forever. So to be able to do this is, it's amazing. It hits home for me. It hits home in more ways than one. And I'm glad to be able to team up with Yummy and help out the family as much as we can. I know money doesn't get him his being able to do everything normal again, but if it can ease the pain of his family and ease the financial burden, it's a great thing that both of us are doing, and I'm very happy to partner with you guys on this.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I think you hit home with things can change in an instant, and hopefully everyone out there understands that just try to live life as much as you can, and hopefully we can all learn from Austin, and again have our thoughts and prayers out to him, just because he deserves the world.
Oh, absolutely, Corey. Everybody, I'm guilty of it as well. You complain over the smallest things in life, right? Like, oh, this sucks or that sucks, but that's nothing compared to what this kid's going through. And, it kind of wakens you up a little bit and understand that, life is very, very precious.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. So excellent. It seems the donation has gone through and all is well, David. Thank you so much for allowing us to be part of such an incredible story. We truly hope that Austin is able to pull through and just overcome, this fight that he's going through.
Thank you very much, Corey, man. I appreciate you and the whole entire Yummy team for helping us out with this. And, I look forward to our partnership moving forward.
Absolutely, man. So again, thank you so much again, and being able to come on here today is just absolutely fantastic. So now that we've wrapped everything up here, I want to thank everyone at home for joining us on our Yummy stream here today. Thank you again, David. Your support means more than you know. And everyone at home, thank you so much. Your support means the absolute world. I'm Corey for the Yummy Crypto team. Austin, stay strong, man. We know you can get through this. Thanks again, David. Talk again soon.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.